Hello, good evening, and welcome. Let's see if I can get some light on the matter. So, we're in the middle of a game of Blood Pig, and they're just setting up in there, so we shall see how it goes now. Righty-ho.
Yeah, well,
I seem to recall we were in the middle of a game of Blood Pig, and someone's going to be decapitated. So I think we better carry
that's
on.
well, I haven't planned another character, but I'm prepared to. I'll just spend the
Always.
balance of the session dealing with
Well,
that.
most of us are completely unaware that anybody's about to be decapitated.
Right, so I do believe we got to the end of the round, so let's
Yeah.
start the next round. And there it goes. It really needs that sound effect. Let's gonna have to kill that one. Doesn't want to work. Strange, isn't it?
Doesn't like the roar of the crowd.
Oh, it literally craps out. It can cope with everything else, but
Ooh. Fork got a joker.
that's a good start. So
But for some reason, we didn't all get bennies.
that's because my fancy ground seems to have, because I haven't. Yeah, I don't know why I've all been.
Here's the funny thing. I think we did get. I think you have reset bennies in adventure cards, haven't you?
I have. You didn't get jokers. I don't know why. Not jokers, bennies. You know what I mean.
Right. Okay.
Emperor.
Ooh, that could get interesting. Really.
Okay, so Vorka, you're up, sir.
Okay. Vorka sees this other short guy that's making all this fuss. So I'm going to come over here and make a fuss on the short guy.
Once you get up close, you realise he looks like a gnome.
We thought we had two goblin barbarians. We don't. We have a goblin barbarian and a gnome barbarian.
A Gnombarian.
Indeed. He also doesn't appear to have a tongue.
Okay, so start by targeting myself so that I can, oops, no, that way, there we go. So that I can do that. And then I untarget myself and I target him. And then I do that and go with our first choppy chop.
I'm just trying to work out what's gone wrong.
And then my second choppy chop.
Ooh.
It's like a good choppy chop.
It does. That's a very good choppy chop. Though we probably are all about to lose a point for you using a sword. But hey.
Yeah. Vorka forgot all about the no swords thing, and he doesn't care. He's mad.
Yeah.
Oh, screams the Emperor. Point to single snipe. Crowd goes wild.
I think it's completely pissed us all off right now because he's exchanged.
Vorka, no blades.
There we go. Which is the gnome that seems completely unaffected by your attempts to cheat in the match. You can also hear the Emperor's getting very upset. He goes, "You get out there now." He goes, "I'm gonna get out now." He goes, "I know where your family is. You get out there now, or I will kill every member of your family."
It's like that, is it?
And the thug runs onto the pitch. It's Lowry.
How many archers has he got up there?
You're not entirely sure. Depends. If we have to worry about, this is me responding to a sign, a whisper. If we have to worry about, yeah, if we have to worry about the actual the tool knife, then we'll get into that because it's got very specific rules. Larry is unaffected. Because, as for you, I know you've got family too. Get out there. Another guard runs onto the pitch. And this guard, not that you can see it, but this guard here basically takes his sassafras's unconscious body and basically puts her into the guillotine.
2 extra players on the field. That's 2 points to Gastus's gutters.
Not if you're unconscious. That's the problem. You are incapacitated and unconscious.
I have a feeling, Master Vorka, the odds are stacked against us.
Yet still, we will win.
Yeah, but he's not going to chop her head off because he's going to wake her up first and then chop her head off.
We'll see. GM apparently already has an agenda going here, so we'll wait and see.
I'm just playing a mad psychotic cheating so-and-so.
I know.
I think you get a free attack, Augustus, as the thug runs away with the piglet.
Let's give him a go then.
Even attempts to bite. Can't see the pig doing
We
it.
might drop the pig.
You might drop the pig.
I've got to hit him first.
Well, no, the pig's biting him as he runs.
Ah,
So, yeah, go for it.
not sure that targeted him or not.
It doesn't matter. I can target it afterwards.
They hit the raise.
He did.
Marvellous. Number one, no, he's unfortunately not done anything silly like Wildcat.
The pig bites him, but doesn't have any effect. You, however,
Knock him out.
knock him out there and then. He doesn't even get to move. Okay. What? Guns. I know that for a fact. Character shaken or wounded but carrying the pig must make an athletics check. Pig that drops runs straight in line from the closest person at the end of the round. Okay, at the end of the round, the piglet will run. Okay. So the pig is dropped. Gets us to Leia.
Who's right next to the pig.
I am. I've got all these people.
Yeah, they don't exert tackle zones.
Alright then. I can do 3 actions and run, can't I, as the maximum?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Alright.
Or if you've got any interesting cards.
Right. My total ability to move is going to be 8. I am going to pop pounce on, which I can do. And I'm going to attack 2 of them, not the one that Vorka's facing off against. And then I'm going to dash for the piglet and run down the side of the field, if this all goes right.
So, target. You've currently got Emperor's Fug number 7 targeted. Who's the other one you're going for? Just did 2.
I put the dice on them, so it
Oh,
should
okay.
do it automatically. That one's a hit.
It's a hit.
Oops, I did that with claw instead of with fist. So it would have been one less.
That's
hit,
okie
would it?
dokie.
Would that
It
still
would-
have hit?
Just.
Okay, thank.
Actually, it would have hit quite easily because you would have stood up first for 2 points of your move.
Yes, you would have done.
Absolutely, I would have.
Get the brown off.
Ooh, one Benny in that.
It's actually a 4 because you were still prone when you did that one.
Well, is a 4 going to hit?
Probably not.
He's 6.
Okay, what the hell is going on with my dice?
You're doing actions at -7.
No, I'll let him off then. I'll give it one more Benny and then I'll just run for it.
There's an 8.
Yeah, but I'm still rolling lots of low numbers. There we go. Okay, so the hit. Take them both out. Nice sound. Grab the pig. Do I need to roll on the piggy table before I go further? And if so, would you share it?
Well, you got to make a fighting. You got to make a fighting attack on the pig.
Okay. Just roll fighting, yeah?
Yeah. It's got a parry of 2. Target the pig. Yeah, you should be fine.
And
You
the pig-
failed to pick up the pig. Yeah, pick up the pig. Now
Picked
you
up the
get
pig.
to. Now you get to roll
Right.
on the squirming pig table. Do you need me to
Would
reshare
you
it?
share it, please?
Now you get to re-roll on the squirming pig table. The pig explodes. Okay.
No, explosive pig!
It's going to squeal. It's going to squirm, so you need to make a strength check or drop the pig. You're going to drop the pig.
The little bugger squirmed out my hands.
Okay.
Does the,
You're
multi-
go-
does the multi-action of running penalty actually apply to that?
It'd still be a 3. Sorry, it'd still be a 0, wouldn't it?
No, it would be a 4.
It probably does actually.
Yeah, it probably does, actually. I'm going to say it does.
Fine.
Yeah, dropped the piglet again. You pick up the pig, it squirms out of your hands and drops to the floor. Okay. You can carry on moving if you want to, of course. Still got 7. You've still got 7 squares of movement left.
I'm not sure there's a great deal of point without the pig. So I shall stop there.
Be speaking, you probably couldn't pick up the pig because I think picking up the pig would have been a 4th action, but it doesn't matter because it was not.
That was the third action.
That was the third
I
action.
apologise, you were completely correct. I'm completely in the wrong. Allow me to award you a Benny by way of apology.
Oh, so sweet. Thank you.
That brings us to... Well, Bajenko's watching, isn't it? Now that brings us to the Emperor, who's basically shouting lots of things. People. Okay, that brings us to Jabra, who is... insane. Has to wild attack because he's raging, doesn't he? Okay, so he can't use it. Axe. So punches Walker. Ooh. He hits Vorka with an uppercut, I think. Literally right beneath the chin. Vorka's head snaps back. He then swirls round and basically punches air as Lay just ducks underneath it. And Vorka obviously, Vorka's head snaps back from the punch, but Vorka doesn't lose his focus. And finally he turns and brings his final punch in on Gastus.
Yeah.
Hit you.
I think he did.
He did it again. I think he really hit you, Gastus. I think he lifted you off the ground. I think
He hit you in the
lifted
jumblies, just like Walker was doing.
Yeah, actually, I like that. Yeah, definitely a hit in the jumblies. Your eyes cross, your knees shake.
Well, I just gave Walker an adventure card. I might want it back now.
Yeah, I think I will give that one back to you. Yeah.
Is that one that basically ignores the damage or something?
Something like that.
Something like that.
So, Gastus will collapse to the ground. Screaming,
Okey-dokey.
shouting, "Ref! Ref!"
The Emperor's obviously laughing. You fall to the ground as you're incapacitated from that blow. It's obviously non-lethal, so you're okay.
Yeah, but anybody getting hit to the nads that hard is going to be incapacitated.
Of course it is. Actually, I can't remember the film, but I know it was it was probably one of the hot shots. It's that bit you've been hit so hard you cough up to what looked like 2 walnuts.
Yes. But then, when it seems like the referee is not going to come in and call a foul and play a red card, Gastus just stands up and shrugs.
Well, you went down, so you can stand up on your action, but yes. Yep, so you take you instantly recover 2 wounds.
Mm-hmm.
So you are prone because you did drop.
Yeah.
Obviously, on your action, you can get up again. At that point, Jabra's going to go 1, 2, there, and obviously he's too mad to pick up the pig, but he's just shouting and screaming at it, and the pig sort of...
Oh, did he just walk away from somebody he was engaged with?
He did.
Yes, he did.
So both Walker and I will get hits on him as long as we're not shaken, which I'm certainly not.
Technically, all 3 if you can.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't I count too?
Yep. I forgot I actually didn't leave Walker shaken.
Vorka starts to swing his sword and then realizes that Leia just yelled at him about not using it. So instead, he's going to... Hello? Why are you not? There we go. So instead, he will swing his fist.
I don't know why that came up as Machenko.
Actually, I reckon what actually happens there is he basically pelts his screaming down. The tall knife has a customer, Jabra. I suspect is what I'm actually going to retcon that to be, and that's why Jabra's trying to get off the pitch, which you all hear. The tall knife has a customer. Okay, so looks like Gastus shook him.
Shakes him.
Yeah, so I'll apply that.
I'm trying to work out if I hit him. And why it's
You
saying I'm
hit with a
Machenko.
raise. You hit with a raise.
I just clicked damage, nothing's happening, I'll try again.
I know you had done it, Volker, but I'm just going to go with it in the order they're on the combat track, if that makes sense.
No, that's fine.
So, did you just re-roll? Okay, so, let me see now. Jabra's already taken 2 wounds, hasn't he? So, I'm
I
going to
think
try...
that Vorka attacked him from behind, and I stuck a leg out which he tripped over, and perhaps Gastus pushed him into the wall.
Hang on,
so too.
before you soak, Leah hit with a raise so she can make him distracted, which will make it harder for him to soak as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a moot point at this point. He's on 3 wounds. Actually, let's do that one again because yeah, it was fine. That was it. He's incapacitated and out of the fight. He is knocked out. Means it's Larry is up next. Larry's just going to have to punch the Emperor's bug that just punched her. Misses. Wolverine isn't doing anything. The Wolverine at the other end isn't doing anything. Aki's on hold. That brings us to Gaston, who I imagine the first thing you do is stand up.
I will indeed stand up and make a grab for that pig.
It's not happy. Okay, you pick up the pig.
And yep, I've got enough move because I've got a pace of 8.
Roll on the squirreling pig table.
Oh yes.
The pig takes no action, hangs limp in the character's group. Okay.
Fine, this is the third person. Crying out loud.
Okay. Throwing dropping a pig is a free action.
Yep, I know. So I'm going to drop it, and then I'm going to go and slump against the wall, and this dragon's going to fly over and lick my wounds.
You want to do that? Use of magic is a penalty point.
I'm not using it. It's just a dragon that's coming and snuggling me.
By the way, it's casting one spell, 1 point.
Yes.
Per target effective. Per target effective.
You should. I should point
said
out. You cast a spell, you lose the match.
Do we?
And he did say per target effective too.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
I
two.
wasn't
Oh,
going to
hang on.
affect
Was it?
anybody.
Hang on. It was first. Was it first to 5 or first to 3 points? Can't remember.
First to
Was it-
5.
It's first to 5, so you're okay on that score. I got my first to 5 and my best to 3 smuggled up there.
How many points are we on then?
It's 2-all. The score is 2-all.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm just trying. I've lost the sound effect that I'm going to need soon, so I'll just sort that one out. Don't know how I managed to lose the sound effect, but there we go. It would be a one shot.
If it's only 1 point per spell, we can afford to lose 2 points and summon 40 per points worth of demons. Can do that.
But surely you want to win. Oh no! Surely there's some surely there's some
Sportsmanship?
in winning fairly, even when everyone else is cheating. Then you've got the moral high ground.
Totally. I totally think we can do it.
Okay, so a new piglet is released into the pit at the far end, and as you say, the dragon comes and licks your wounds. So that genie flies over and licks your wounds. That gets us to Thaddeus.
Thaddeus. So let's stop them getting said pig.
There's an idea.
Maintain conviction.
I think the crowd's. Yeah.
I'm going to run as well. Do you know that?
Well, that all
Right.
went on one time.
Didn't it?
Right.
I need to work out balance.
10 to there. Grab said pig.
Which is a fighting attack on the pig. We rolled the dice.
Didn't it?
There you go. You pick up the pig.
Pick up the pig, right?
Yep.
So that's 7, 8, 9, 10.
Roll on the squirming pig table.
Squirming pig table.
Thank you, bewildered badger. Yes, hot shots part done. Okay, now I've just realised I've missed some Benny awards, so I apologise. In that case, thank you. I missed your Benny awards, so because of that, your Benny award is worth double. So there you go.
Hurrah!
Okay, so pig attempts to bite.
Pig attempts about. Yeah, that's the least scary of the lot, isn't it? Let's face it. The pig has the mighty. The pig has no fighting skill whatsoever. Oh God.
He says.
Oh, you had to open your mouth, didn't you?
Yeah.
Of course I did.
Wow.
Of course I did. What?
Hooray!
Of course I did. Why else? I'm tempting fate deliberately. That didn't roll the raise damage. 9 points of damage to Thaddeus. He wounds Thaddeus.
Paying attention, the little piggies. Let's try and soak that. Oh, right, okay, that's okay. Come up 6.
Okay, so you don't drop the pig when it bites you. Okay.
Well, that's because when Thaddeus reached in there to pick the pig up, the pig bit his hand and he just pulled it out with the pig attached to his hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Anyway, moving on. So, I think she'll run and all. Technically, is she out? So how does she stay inside the building? If you confuse
None of you are inside the building at the moment. You're on the rooftop.
Yeah, we're on the roofs.
Yeah, so she's
Playing on the roof.
Maybe she's there then. More
No,
likely.
no, you're right. There's nothing wrong. That walkway takes you up to the roof. That's how the fans get up there. There's nothing wrong with you getting.
But she's
you're
not using the walkway. She's using the walls. She's running on rooftops.
Well, yeah. Well, that is the rooftop there, and then there's a walkway there, so she can just walk onto that.
Oh, right, okay.
It connects to the roof.
Yeah, that's why she's running. She's bouncing across a sloped roof and it's not bothering us because she's using
Exactly. New round begins. Let's see what we get this time. Yeah, did that deal cards? Yes, it looks like it did. Augustus up first.
Right. Well, let's run interference then for Thaddeus. Wow.
I think it was your turn to do an uppercut.
Yeah.
You lift the guy straight up into the air. You send him fully 6 feet off the not 6 feet, 3 feet off the ground, I reckon, and he comes back down with a loud thump, and he's knocked out.
Well, I would like for my second attack, so as he's dropping back down, do a spin kick and use him as a large improvised weapon to throw him at that Emperor's Thug.
Make an athletics attack.
Cool.
Make an athletics check.
Okay. I've got a throwing knife. I can use one of them.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, exactly. That's absolutely fine. You hit him with it.
Okay. What damage is a body going to do?
Well, small improvised weapons strength plus D4, medium strength plus D6, so it'd be strength plus D8.
It will, won't it? I've not got any of them, but I can do.
Well, slash damage space strength, whatever your strength is. What's your strength?
Yeah. D10.
So yes, slash strength D10 plus D8 should do it, shouldn't it?
Is it slash DMG? Yep.
Yeah, slash DMG should do it. That'll do a damage roll.
Okay.
Okay. You basically he gets hit in the face by his buddy, knocking him out as well. Down he goes.
That'll do.
Okay, now he's going to basically attack this guy here. Hitting. Doing. Next to nothing. Now, mind you, she should be on 3 bennies because she should have got her bennies back at the start now, so she'll spend a benny. And still do nothing. He's going to hit back. And miss. Broom's not doing anything. That gets us the Thaddeus Wild Soul. His conviction is running out.
Conviction is running out. I shall launch the QE too.
Yeah, I need to get a better sound effect for that. Like, I need to find something better.
It's only 7.
You know, you can always use, you know, the house rule on rolling ones on running dice.
No, well, actually, I'm going to stretch this pointer that it breaks. There you go. That's 7.
It is.
Just makes you harder to get. Can't break it.
You are the pig. Oh, you need to roll on the squirming pig table.
That's some things you never expect to hear in a GMC.
The pig does absolutely nothing. And that brings us to Vendra. You hit 12 it.
Yes. Running as well. In fact, just when she gets to that doorway, she'll start to skid to a halt. Right? On
Yep.
that doorway. But she has boosted trait on stealth.
Okay.
So she might do that guy in there.
Let's get more platters on the picture. Someone's killed my executioner. How am I going to chop off that gnome's head now? How the executioner get that executioner up and running? Vodka. I think a point's going to be scored here. Vorka moves to there. Probably takes the pig off Thaddeus, perchance.
Yep, that's the plan.
Roll on the squirming pig table. Oh, the pig does no action. Yeah, drop the pig in. You drop the pig in, it drops down. The Wolverine's waiting at the bottom for it. Okay, that brings the score up to 3-2. Another piglet is released into a trap. The quote goes wild yet even more than before, and the Emperor is getting more and more upset. He's getting quite angry, and another one of and his thugs are getting quite scared, and another one runs onto the pitch. He's threatening to execute everybody's families unless they get on that pitch as soon as possible. 2 more run onto the pitch. Okay, this guard here basically finishes putting sassafras in there, turns round, and you better give us a stealth roll for Vendra. See if he sees it. Spot that.
Vendra.
Hmm.
Right, okay. Oh, bugger!
Oh dear. Well, I think unless he
She
mucks
has
up.
some bennies, doesn't she?
I don't know, she's not a wild card.
Well, that's really annoying, but I'm going to spend a penny because I need. There we go. He spots her.
But he's got bennies. Of course, you can spend a GM penny on anybody, can't you?
Of course I can. He sees her. He swings his masterwork battle axe at her and misses. Okay. Let's have this. Oh dear! Oh, what a shame, isn't it? So Piltz literally shoves one of his thugs off the balcony onto the pitch. It doesn't go well. He lands badly and breaks his leg on impact. It is unfortunate for him. Thugs 2's gone, so that's the other Emperor's Thug. Piltz does the same thing to the other one. He fares better and lands 3, 4, 6. Goes straight for the pig. In fact, he's going to run for the pig. 5 gets him to there. If he can hit the pig, we could have trouble. Players here. He fails to pick up the pig. Brings us to Leia.
I am going to run down towards the pig and I'm going to kick. I can't tell which it is. Hold on, let me zoom.
You hover over it, it shows you the right corner.
Yeah, I wasn't zoomed in far enough for the number to be big enough. Kick Emperor's Thug 9 into Emperor's Thug 11.
Okay.
I guess that's probably a push. And then fight off Emperor's Thug 8 to get the piglet. So that's 1, 2, 3 actions again. Okay, so got the run to do it.
You have got the run to do it, so I'll just do that just so we can plot it out for you, because I'm being, you know what I mean. So obviously you're just going to.
Is that going to be a strength attack for pushing one of them into the other?
Yes.
One of them into the other?
It would be. Don't forget, you have moved enough to get the bonus, and Tavis will tell you what the bonus is because he always knows it off the top of his head, and I never remember.
+2.
Here we go. I thought it was, but I thought I'd let him tell us because he's always right.
Not always.
And when it comes to the push roll, I mean.
When push comes to shove.
Well, that was very 3 involved. I think I'm better in that.
That looks better. 5. Okay. Emperor's Fug.
Put the +2 in, so it's actually 7.
7. Okay. So Emperor's Fug number 2 gets to resist that with his strength. He fails. Okay, so you push him into the other one. So I'm just the easiest thing to say there is you push them out. You're going to push them into each other, and they're both prone.
Lovely.
Easiest way to deal with that one, isn't it?
Yeah. But I'm going to come down here and give this guy a whopping great right hook with a pound.
So why? Running up from behind, pounce on him. Hitting with a raise.
And pick up the pig.
If you hit the pig.
Good point.
Another inch to well, it's the same inch. There you go. I think your last fighting attack. And I think you've got the pig. Which means you get to move 2 more inches. Set the pig. Well, the pig's attempts to bite you.
I accidentally rolled that twice.
That's
so
absolutely fine. You get to move 2 more inches. You get to move 2 more inches, and then we'll deal with the pig biting you. I'll move you to there, because then you're out from underneath the pig, so I can use the pig to bite you. This is a feisty pig, this one. Oh dear, you are shaken. You have to make.
Takes the bacon, that does.
Got to give you one for that. If you're shaken, you must make an athletics check at -2. So turn your run button off. Make an athletics check at right -2 or drop the pig. Which I think the run buttons, the run was, yeah, there we go. And the multi-action we ignore the multi-action, so you're fine. You don't drop the pig. I should have said turn the multi-action off as well, but that was my fault. I only told you to do the run. I meant both, but I didn't say. So the pig bites you. It hurts, but you're fine. Right. I do believe. Oh no. Let's unshake you and then apply that shake, and that will basically shake you and not wound you. There. So it looks like that's another round beginning. And that didn't return. Let's move them over into there. Something's weird about the combat tracker now. I just seem to have to use next combatant. I can't just you turn anymore. Why? Okay, and Leia got the Joker and is going first.
Well, hey. Then I'm going to peg it full out for the other goal.
Okay. Nine inches will get you up there, by the look of things.
I only got 9. You know what? I might try and throw the pig to Walker. It's
Okay.
right there.
I'll
I've
give
forgotten
you.
what to roll for throwing pigs.
It will be athletics, but let me get. But the pigs. Let me give you the piglet weapon for ease. So then target Vorka, and now you have a piglet weapon you can throw.
That's something else we don't hear often. What's the pig throwing modifier?
It's not got a very good range increment, let's put it that way.
There we go. Put that on Vorka. Well, 12's absolutely fine, isn't it? I think. So throwing a pig in order to
Take the
throw the pig.
bacon!
Interestingly, there is no rules on catching a pig, so I think Vorka automatically catches the pig. There's rules on intercepting a pig. There's rules on throwing a pig, but there's no rules on catching a pig. Okay. Vorka doesn't have to roll on the piglet table until it's.
She puts a proper spin on that pig and just goes.
It does indeed. I mean, I suppose all you're doing is throwing an inflated pig's bladder. It's just unusual the pig's still got it. It's still wrapped around it. Okay, Thaddeus, you're up.
You know, I never thought I'd see one of those fly.
Now, for a bit of better gaminess, you might want to head that way, Thaddeus. You might want to head back to pick up the next pig. It's up to you.
Well, I'm going to run anyway, right? Because there's not a lot else I can do. That's a bit of a skew-off angle, isn't it?
No, you can run straight through Aki because he's on the same team as you. It's just you can't run through opponents.
Right. So who's going to? The question
It will
is,
Badger, I will let the bennies flow. Thank you.
who is going to be? I think what we'll do is we'll shout abuse at.
Oh yeah, sorry, back to you. You can shout abuse.
Emperor's 12.
Okay. Back to you.
Aye, just let's try an unskilled
Abuse hail.
a taunt.
Oh, I've got a console error there.
Right,
Yep.
creative combat.
Yep. Should have run, but I think the console error came up there, so. Walker's on hold. Sweet, he's on hold.
Benny. I receive a Benny, and I will make him distracted.
Okie dokie.
Because I say something about his mother.
Indeed.
So
Okay, what I might do is
then
just
we cut
kill
to
Aki in my
Vendra. And Vendra has been unfortunately in combat. It's because the GM of Benny didn't get there.
Aki's on the 8 of diamonds.
I was so hoping that she would make a stealth roll, because then I could have boiled it, and then I could have assassinated you.
What are you guys doing now? Killing everything.
No, we're
Don't
winning
you?
the game.
Well,
Don't you
the Emperor
weapons
keeps sending more and more of his thugs onto the pitch, and we're just knocking them down almost as fast as they can get in here. And he's just pitching an absolute conniption fit over all of it.
Okay.
We need
Emperor's
to-
Fug
I
number
need-
2 is knocked out.
Yeah,
He's
Walker
shaken, I
needs
should
to
say.
drop this big into the Wolverine.
He has to
and
make
then
a
we got one
saving
more.
throw.
There's no such thing as saving throws. What are you on about?
Yeah, he does. Let's see.
Resistance.
So, because the blade is coated in giant wasp venom.
Well, that's fine. So I have to make a bigger check. I don't make a saving throw.
Aye, so yes, yes, so think about it. Yes, so it's mild.
Is there any penalties because he made it otherwise?
I don't. It's just mild poison.
If it doesn't have any numbers after it, then a 4 will be successful.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to poison you with spider. Wasp venom.
Well, the Emperor's is shaken. Emperor's Fug 11 is going to was knocked prone, so for 2 inches of movement he's going to have to stand back up. Then he's going to move a whole 4 inches. Oh, he's going to run. He moves 11 inches. It's the goal. To wait for the pig. The other Emperor's Fug does the same. The 2 of them. So they're planning. Look, you see, he's planning to pick up the frig, throw it to his buddy, who will just drop it straight into the hole. And as a free action, Avorka drops the pig into the goal.
As a free action, Vorka takes a bite of the pig and kind of does the whole blah, 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 and then throws it down into the...
Okie dokie.
And now Vorka is going... Well, I mean, he eats everything, so he had to taste it. The Wolverine obviously likes it, so I mean, he's got to see what's going on here.
As a new pig is released into the net, you can see the Emperor's Fug already reaching for the pig.
I'll spend 8 of my 12 to get to here.
Okay. And this. Hit.
Vorka kicks him in the head.
Oh. Yep.
And then comes over here and is going to intimidate number 11. Touch that pig and I rip your throat out.
Go for it.
Well, that kind of sucked. Let's try that again.
It's the
I
lack
have
of
too much blood running down my...
Yeah, it's the lack of puff, isn't it? After running all that way.
Yeah. You touch that pig.
Indeed, a Rudy. Okay, that brings us to Gastus.
Gastus is going to saunter over there.
Sauntering, you ought to get to there then.
No, because I move 8.
Oh, I apologise.
And I'm going to address the Emperor's thugs and say, you know, chaps, you could pick that pig up, in which case you'd have to come through all of us. Alternatively, if you went and got that fellow that laughably calls himself the Emperor and stuck his head on that block over there, I could make sure he'll never hurt your families again.
Okay, so fast tests are giving issues, and no mind that there was a patch that was pushed out today, and I haven't downloaded it because we're playing the game. Okie dokie.
I got to admit, it's a well-reasoned argument, so you might raise them from hostile to...
I did get a raise.
Yeah.
Uncooperative. I'm going to argue on that point. He will quite possibly. He goes, it's not worth it. He's got people everywhere watching families, but I could somehow just trip up, couldn't I, and fail to pick up my pig. He mutters.
Gastus will just smile at him sweetly at that point.
Because my view is you've made him uncooperative to the Emperor rather than yeah. So you incorporate with you. Okay, so the NPC end. Well, that's a shame. Being the other Wolverine, it would have gone for the guy waiting by the hole just to drop. It's unfortunate. Okay. Okay. Now Leori's just going to move to here. She's deliberately sort of positioning herself in the middle of the pitch with a view that someone can get the pig to her, she can then move it on. And that brings us to Aki.
I'm gonna go there. How do I grab the pig?
You target the pig and make a fighting attack on it. You grab the pig.
I love it when they're arguing with gases, the little fella chop tops in. He's off.
And who's next after me? Emperor's Thug number 2. Okay. Emperor's Thug number 2 is where?
Very good question. I don't know where Emperor's Thug number 2 is.
That's the one that just got knocked out by the.
Oh yeah. Bendra just knocked him out.
I've got to pass the pig to the Wolverine, have I?
Do not put it in that hole. Well, you can if you want to.
Was that the wrong hole? I've got to put them on the other side of the room, right?
If you drop the pig in that one, you are scoring an own goal.
I'm going to lob it to Walker. I'm lobbing a pig at Walker.
Okay. Have you got the piglet as a weapon on your combat tab? You don't.
Enough, no, I haven't.
There you are. You now have a piglet weapon, so you can now target Walker and throw the pig at him.
Take it back.
Okay, throw the. I was trying to be helpful and you turned it off and I turned it on. So, okay, throw the pig to Walker.
Yeah, don't hog it, throw it to Walker.
You got 8 bennies.
Am I encumbered?
Pig's probably. The pig weighs 15 pounds.
Right, pig.
I mean, don't worry. I mean, the pig will count as an inaccurate throw. So we can scatter the pig. We can scatter the pig. It's not a problem. There we go. The pig sails through the air. Emperor's Fug 11 could have intercepted it, but he won't because he's feeling uncooperative. And Walker catches the pig. Emperor's Fug number 2 will basically. If Cease comes on the pitch, that's a foul.
Oh, okay.
If you bring him on the pitch, the Emperor will award his team a point. Emperor's Fug number 2 remains shaken. Okay, player's Wolverine now attacks the guy. Basically, he's fed up. He's getting hungry. He can hear the other Wolverines getting all the pigs. He's getting annoyed. Okay, the Emperor is beside himself. He is with rage. the new round begins with the Wolverine. The Wolverine again, apparently. Or I think the Wolverine may have grabbed this guy. Brings us to Thaddeus. Now, you can technically walk up to Vorka, take the pig, walk to Lowry, and hand off the pig, and both of those don't require any dice rolls.
Yeah, I'm gonna let's try and run first.
But Vorka's going way before Lowry is, so maybe there's an argument for not taking it off. Vorka can run it to Leia. Mind you, 11's very good, actually. You could probably run it to Leia.
Let's see how far we get.
We'll map out the whole movement. Yeah, that'll get you to there. If Vorka wants to hand off the pig as you pass, you can take the pig straight to Leia if you want.
Vorka is licking the piglet behind the left ear.
Does that mean you don't want to let go of it?
Walker, let Thaddeus take the pig.
Vorka's going next, so I mean... Yeah, I'll give it to Thaddeus if he wants it.
No, I'm just asking. I know you're going next. You can always run. You can always run up and take it off Leia if you want.
I was just about to say, how heavy is Vorka?
I can work it out. Okay, so you can work it out. So Vorka has a 45-pound inventory. Pathfinder actually did play a race weights, did they?
It's bedtime now.
14. I know AD&D used to. You could roll for the race and weights of players. I'm not sure if Pathfinder bothered with weights. Now, if it does, looking in the D20 book, it doesn't tell me. There doesn't appear to be a playable to decide how heavy a goblin weighs. That was one of the things that AD&D did do. I remember. So anyway, Walker's up next. Sorry, Vendra's up next. Oh, actually, in fact, you get it roll on the square and pig table, Thaddeus. You might drop the pig before you get to Leia, thinking about it. No, the pig does nothing. Okay, Vendra's up next. It's the Emperor's fug's still shaken. So obviously the poison's obviously had some effect on him. But,
Okay. Oh.
You only got to shake him again.
Ah, come on. That didn't miss.
It's unfortunate.
It was so nearly on the 8.
It was indeed. Walker's up next. They took the pig away for you, Walker. Sorry. I think they'll hand the pig over when he sees Walker going berserk. Okay, so the piglets is going to attempt to bite you. I managed to close. I keep closing the pig.
Well, I licked him, so he's trying to. If he gets the bite in first, then maybe I won't bite him.
Okay, so there we go. Right, okay, so Vorka grabs the pig off Leia, runs the other end, takes another bite out of the pig, drops the pig into the pit. The Wolverine goes, you only just been given a piglet, and then Vorka comes running towards you, screaming and shouting, and takes the piglet off you. Okay, so with that, the quail goes wild as we now get to the situation where you have won the second game, thereby winning the best of 3. Everyone's very upset, and then all of a sudden, Pilt stands up and says,
3 out of 5.
Oh, well,
terribly sorry, Your Imperial Majesty, sir, but we've run out of pigs.
What? You? Well, it seems we have our victors. Congratulations, both for your success and the most entertaining display. Come, up to the balcony with you. You shall have your audience.
Congratulations! You have won! Now, okay, so let's have a look. There is something. So, if heroes win 2 Blood Pig games and gain an audience, I do the following.
Well, hey, we get bennies.
You get 2 bennies for winning 2 games. Okay, I shall unlock tokens to allow you to move freely and clear up all the bodies. Get you up to the top. So, well done.
Technically, we're still in combat.
Nah, you're not.
So she's going to just off that guy.
Basically, as you reach up to the balcony, Salvatore's scream is brought up by one of the guards. Also, when you're there, you will happen to notice that Sassafras is lying in the tall knife.
I'm going to shake my head in Sassafras' direction. Foolish gnome. And then, so Salvatore's scream's been brought to us, yes?
Yeah, hang on. I'm just tidying up the combat tracker, and then I will happily. So there we go. So, oh, they're down there, aren't they? This guard's going to come to there. He's not feeling very cooperative, but the other guard's going to come over there. He will bring Salvatore's scream with him, who is. He's still there. You could decide what's happening to Vendra, but at the same time, it might be hold fire right now. Setting things up. There he is. Him to there. God, he most certainly is not hostile. Let's make it neutral. Okay, we've got to deal with some bets, and then we'll carry on. So if there's browsing game. Now, I do believe it was betting. For observers, those comes 2 to 1. Okie dokie. So net result is Leia, Vorka, and Thaddeus. You each get 200 gold pieces as you win your bets.
Now, since we won twice, do we get double payout?
Unfortunately not. Also, can I have some notice checks from now the game's over?
He's kind of running out of guards, though, isn't he? It's quite significantly.
Oh, he's got quite a few more. He's just the ones that weren't there. Oh, that caused some interest. Boss test is definitely having some fun now. Let's who's rolling? Oh yeah, it's because people got someone's got NPCs targeted, causing me all loads of
That'll be me. That'll be me. Guilty as charged.
Okie dokie, that's all good. So, yeah, what you notice now that everything's over is the 30 or so archers. You notice now they're all still standing there, but now with the rest of the crowd dispersing and moving off with the evening's entertainment over, you now notice that the crossbows they appear to be holding are just bits of are literally crosses of wood, if that makes sense. They're just sort of putting them down and wandering off themselves. Show. Right. Now, the game begins. Blood Pig, Aftermath. So, so he's on the 23, and then he's 3 out of 5, only to be told that he's run out of pigs. And two thugs accompany them, but I've only got one left, so that's okay. I can always add another one. They bring up a nervous-looking Salvatore to speak to you. So there you go.
Ah, Salvatore Scream. Bencarlo Orsini. I believe you've spoken with him recently. I'd like to know everything you spoke to him about, and if you can tell us where he might be.
That is very unfortunate. That's a very good card. That's also very unfortunate.
Why is that?
Because well, it does say whether by friendly persuasion, intimidation, or force, so you still have to make the rolls technically, doesn't it? But this is where it gets rather interesting, because the card means he will tell you everything. However, yeah, that's really interesting. This one. This is the old games. So what I need to do, I think, is say I think I'll say this.
I admit I did speak with Giancarlo on several occasions, but this place isn't wise to speak of such things in. I'd rather not say another word until we're someplace safe where we can't be overheard.
The Emperor goes, ha ha ha, as if I'd let my favourite answers go anywhere. Now, do you have any other questions for him? It should be pointed out, actually, that for Salvatore took a very long time to say anything, and it was only because you basically played the card he actually said anything. Otherwise, he would have refused to. He doesn't.
Okay.
He keeps glancing at the Emperor nervously.
If that's the Emperor's thing, I'll say, yes, actually, there is something else I'd like to know, Your Imperial Majesty. Do you like your throat cut or uncut? And I will draw my rapier and slash him across the side of his neck, but not enough to actually wound him.
Okay,
I'd like it to be like a fighting test to make him distracted.
Well, let's see if you can beat him on an athletics roll off then, shall we?
I want to sneak up and go and have a look at Sassafras, see if I can wake her up while they're doing this.
Which, yeah. Are you happy with an 8?
I think I'm all right with an 8. So then I'll do the fighting test on him.
Hold up. I'm finished. I'm spent with Benny's yet. I'll go on him. I don't think I'm really good. You shouldn't have your conviction anymore.
Yeah.
So
I can't take that off though.
I know. Well, Sassafras is up. Well, to be honest, actually, I think we'll make it easy. As you go to move for him, you want to make him distracted or vulnerable?
Let's make him vulnerable. In fact, I got a raise, so let's roll on the creative combat table.
Go on then.
We'll make him vulnerable as well as shaken.
Right.
Can I spend a Benny to affect the narrative here?
Not really, because he's a wild card and a big bad, so that there's a fight coming.
Yeah, I've got that, but can I spend a Benny to do something cool anyway?
Of course you can.
Right. So having done that, I'm going to flick his crown off his head with the end of my rapier, catch it and put it on my own head and say, right, I'm the Emperor now. Kill him.
Okie dokie. Right, Salvatore screams and basically backs off. Emperor's Fug number 2 unshakes Obviously, Aki's moved in there, so he's just going to hit Vendra with the battle axe again. Hitting. Doing 2 wounds upon Vendra.
I'm going to have to heal Vendra and all now, aren't I?
You are. Vendra made her a vigor check, so she will recover.
Oh, I
At
thought
the
I
end
was
of
going to have to be super moody for the rest of the campaign.
Okay, Emperor's Pug number 13 will move to the combat. Let's lock combat. Let's lock movement, and then he's going to move to here and engage Gastus.
Oh, that escalated quickly.
Oh yeah. Missing, which I do believe means someone gets to counterattack, perchance.
It does mean I get a counterattack, so let's wallop him back then, shall we? Oh, did he just wild attack? That was foolish. I said I'm the Emperor now. Attack him, minions!
Benny's up here. I'll use one of his bennies. I'll use another one of his bennies. There we go. Not really good. That's not enough to save him after all those bennies. Wasted lots of bennies. Odious is up next.
Yes, well, the action. My conviction's still running, I can't tell.
It should be. Turned it off.
Right, okay. So, right there. Where is Bane?
As in, you want to know what Bane does?
Do you know why? Do you know what the delay was? It's because we've turned off weapons.
Yep.
Because we're being nice.
I had that problem. I thought I'd best put my weapons back out again because if he hits me and he didn't, that would be really embarrassing.
In fact, you know what? I'm going to wild attack as well. Just to add insult to injury. Come on, wild attack. Okay.
So wild, he's doing it twice.
So wild, he's doing it twice, right? So,
Wild attack, he's livid.
hit.
I still like that Gerald the gorilla.
Yeah.
I went and found you in the jungle in 76. 74. Love that talking. Yeah, pretty good right accent in a gorilla suit. It was brilliant.
It was.
He was he was wild. Wild. I was absolutely livid. Well, I captured him. Okay.
Stab him.
You stab him.
And then
He goes.
for the second action, I am casting Stabilize as a cantrip on Vendra.
Gives her a +2 to her bleeding out roll.
Yes, because I don't have heal. So then we
Well, yeah, she's not bleeding out, so she's okay. But she made a bigger check.
there we go.
I know what you mean. Though. Yeah, that brings us to Leia.
Okay. Well,
Why
I
has
suppose
Leia's
I should-
conviction got a 92 next to it, or 91 next to it?
Because it was my whatever the heck special conviction spending power.
Leia's the chosen one.
That's the one.
Ah,
She got
the
to take
chosen
blood
one.
pills as the chosen one, therefore her conviction was permanent.
Sounded like you said blood piss.
But
hey.
You need to see a doctor if you got that.
That's too right. Okay, the Emperor appears to be yellow instead of red. Have we actually got enemies?
There's Pilt Swastella's one.
Okay, cool.
Well, she got to kill him, otherwise Salvatore won't. So. Well, it will if you get him out. That's a wound. I'll spend my last penny. Sorry, the Emperor's last penny. Got no bennies left in Svolker, and Gastus are still going first. I spent 4 bennies trying to get decent cards.
Majenko's going to join in.
Just so I could teleport away, but it didn't work.
I think he's going to do his Silver Mist, which should get both the red guys in one. His breath weapon, which stuns them.
Small burst template.
Oh, small burst. Sorry, for some reason I thought it was the other sort of template. In that case, no, he won't do that at all. That's absolute rubbish. He'll do a bite stingy thingy.
I'm asking.
No, you can still use a small burst template.
Well, yeah, but it would get us as well.
No,
exactly. Yes, it will.
No, you won't. You put it in the corner.
It's got to go adjacent to Majenko. So you could make it avoid Leia, but you definitely have to hit Gastus.
Which it won't. So for some reason I thought it was a cone, which would have been okay, but it isn't, so it won't.
Yeah. Okay.
Small burst template will still hit everyone.
Don't worry, I'll do this instead. It's not letting me because it's...
That's a hit.
Doesn't hurt him. Majenko will then continue and sit on my shoulder. Brings us to Vorka.
Okay, Vorka is going to step in here past everybody. And we dislike cheaters and sore losers both. You know what? Let's benny that damage once, just because we can. Okay. We'll shake him.
You shake him. He already shaken.
He's already shaken and vulnerable as well.
Oh no! I soaked the damage Leia did to him, so he wasn't shaken anymore.
I tell you what, somebody wants to
but
bind him.
But he is still vulnerable.
Yeah. He should be, hasn't he? He hasn't acted. Okay, Gastus.
Right. So I'm going to go for a wild attack and a headshot. Mostly in order to try and knock this bar steward out.
Oh, drat. I should have spent a penny to inspire heroics. I don't think you can use them on yourself.
You can't, no.
Absolutely. But he should have been using them on the bloody team, thinking about it.
Probably, yeah.
So when you run it, don't forget to let him use his inspire heroics to help boost his team.
So that's a hit. I'm doing non-lethal damage. I'm punching him in the face with the basket hilt.
Okay. Wounds. I'll use the GM's last penny.
Please, please, spare me. I don't want to die, please. Anything. I'll give you anything. Just don't kill me.
Oh, I don't intend to kill you. I'm just going to give you to your former subjects to... Well, I'm sure you've treated them well enough that nothing bad will happen to you. And then I go for the second wallop on the head with the other weapon.
I don't think he actually rules with fear, but I'll have to check.
He certainly rules with insanity. I think I'm going to Benny that damage roll.
I think that he owned a theatre.
Oh,
yeah. If you remember that old, what was that music hall show that used to be on the telly years ago?
You're too
Give us
young
more
to remember
clues.
that.
I can't remember what it's called. Basically, it was filmed on the telly, but they were recreating, an old-fashioned music show, and acts came on every week. I can't remember what it's called, but he had his own theatre, so he's probably can talk the
guy introduced you in
yeah.
front of the
He's a
rest
bard.
of
He
the
talks people up. So, in all fairness, I know it sounds really cool, but I think you'll find
Sunday night at the London Palladium.
No, it was. I can't remember what it was called. It was very much meant to be like a Victorian show. Everyone was dressed up.
It was in doing that old accent and doing the whole voice, wasn't he?
Yeah, but all the audience, they dressed up the entire audience up.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember what it's called.
I can't remember what it's called. It just went. So okay, you knock him out anyway. But
and then I'm going to look over. I'm going to look over to the one who was the one that kind of went, yeah, you're kind of right. He does have lots of people, but he is threatening my family, and he's threatened to kill people if we don't do what he says. And I'm just going to say, he's all yours. I'm going to take off the crown, crush it, and say, in the name of Caden Kylean, you are all free, and the Empire is dead, and just chuck the crown into the ring.
Mr. Aki, sir, I believe you are healing Sassafras, who's very dull. That's night up to now. Sorry about that. Maybe you can't heal more than 2 wounds in one go, innit? That was awesome.
It was a good roll, wasn't it? Yes.
It was.
For some reason, my multi-action thing wasn't on, but I was going to do a multi-action and then go and heal Bendra's as well.
Okay. Sassafras recovers from being unconscious. She finds herself lying face down in the guillotine.
I knew he'd change.
Vendra incapacitated as well. There we go. Schultz is unconscious, so he's not doing anything. Right. So in that case, obviously now, so let's hear all. Salvatore, he feels a bit more comfortable to speak.
Hello, my name's
Right.
Leori.
Wrong person.
Ross.
That's not who I'm after. So, Shift F1, I set it up as a shortcut. And Shift F2, I set it up as a shortcut. Yeah.
Oh, please, strangers, please, free me from this place, from that wretched man. Anything in my power is yours if you can end this nightmare.
Well, he's just over there. Do what you like to him.
I'll answer your questions, but please, let's get out of Old Korvosa first. This might seem petty, but I need to know for my peace of mind that Pilz is dead. I beg you, kill the Emperor.
I will hand him a knife. Do your own dirty work. I've knocked him out for you.
Vorka stabs him.
Vorka stabs him. Okie dokie.
Okay.
Right. So,
That's the first wake up.
okay, so everyone should be okay. Everyone can be moved. That's the end of Pilz. Where is he?
I mean,
is...
that's when you know that you're really bad. I mean, because Vorka's all lovey-dovey, and he's just like, I take it, I just stab him. No F-bus babies.
Hey, well, with the Emperor down, then obviously, with the Emperor down, you're able to leave the area. Leori is desperately, almost bouncing foot to foot, desperate to talk to Salvatore, begging you to let him talk to her.
Now that we're away from there, I'm conscious and sort of on my feet. Can I take a healing potion to take care of this last wound?
Most certainly can. If anyone's got fatigue, you'll no longer
save the healing potion. Hang on, no, don't use the healing potion. I'll just heal her.
Everett.
Yeah, I'll just do a heal on you.
Save the potion.
We'd already done a really brilliant one. I didn't want it.
That's right.
So she's bouncing.
You have so much positive energy running through you that you'll never have another negative thought.
So, as I say, so Leori is bouncing from foot to foot, saying, you said I could, if I helped you find him, I could talk to him. Can I ask him my questions now, please?" As you're walking out of
Of course, but you let him answer the question I've asked him first.
Okay. So, right. But I just need to take it to one side to ask him, and then I'll bring it back.
Sure.
You could. Sorry?
Shush.
Right. If you hear, okay, so you kill Pitch, you take him to a safe place. Once these conditions are met, he continues with his story in a whisper.
When Carlo asked for everything I knew about the fate of Neolandis Calapopolis, the seneschal of Castle Korvosa. You see, he and I are friends, an unlikely pair, but it's true. On the morning Eredid II died, Neolandis showed up at my home, desperate, bloodied, and poisoned, delirious. I had nursed him back to health, and he told me the terrible truth. Queen Iliosa had murdered her husband, and had entered an alliance with the Red Mantis, who had tried to assassinate Neolandis, were it not for the fickleness of luck. Worse, my friends said there was something about the Queen that wasn't right, that she had changed, grown worse somehow, whatever that meant. He wouldn't tell me more. He seemed certain that the less I knew, the safer I would be. He said he needed time to think and research before he could come up with a course of action. We both knew my home was no fortress, so I suggested he seek out the Arconis family for protection. They were among my greatest patrons. If anyone had the means to keep him safe, it was they. I escorted him to the Arconis estate late at night, a few days before the quarantine fell. Glorio gracefully agreed to hide my friend on his estate. I have not seen my friend since.
Now, what I popped in there is obviously the actual blurb that they put in the adventure. It doesn't exactly match, but I'm putting it in there in case anyone wants to drag any of those to their journal for notes.
And what of Vencarlo Orsini? You've told him all of this, but...
There's more.
Oh, good.
The Arconas seemed friendly enough, and I felt at the time they could be trusted to hide Neolandis from the Queen. But after my meetings with Vencarlo, I'm worried I've traded my friend's danger for another. It seems the Arconas are more criminal-minded than I ever knew. And I suspect Vencarlo may have tried to infiltrate Arcona Palace to find Neolandis. Have you seen him? Is he safe?
I fear he may not be. He may still be in the Arcona Palace.
Okay, yeah. So, basically, as you say that, the artist begins to grow pale. They didn't do this bit, I think, enough, and he basically goes, Korvosa's not a safe place for them. They need to escape the city. Me too, and you as well. Now he goes, can I ask him my questions now?
This lady would like to ask you something, if you don't mind, Master Scream.
She looks at you and goes, go so I can have my conversation. Looking at all the six of you.
Didn't realise it was that kind of conversation.
He waits patiently for you to wander away. So
wait a minute. Is she actually going to have a conversation, or do you think we're going to? She's actually going to top him for some reason?
No, it could be 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. He is known for doing particularly grisly artwork. She could just, want him to paint her like one of his French girls.
I think she's coming to the conclusion that you're not going to give her a chance. She's getting too excited and she just starts blurting it out anyway.
All right. So, how does it happen? Where do your ideas come from?
Oh, well, before Eodred's death, my muse inspired me in vivid dreams. I simply painted what I saw.
Oh, tell me more about your dreams. Every last detail, every memory. Wait, we can do that later. Why do your current works not hold the same power?
My muse seems to have left me.
Well, that's disappointing. Well, no matter. As long as you live, your muse might someday return, right? Speaking of his living, if the rest of you like, I can escort Salvatore to the mainland. Shall I?
I will look around at everybody else and just shrug. You're free to do as you please, as is Master Scream.
She's basically offering to escort him out of the city safely, and so you can get on with other stuff, basically.
Yeah, well, I think we need to go and investigate the Arcona estate.
If you are going to let her escort her out of the city,
I'm certainly not going to stop
her. Okay. So she thanks each of you for your help. She says she must now return to her superiors. Before she leaves she looks back over and enigmatically predicts she hasn't seen the last of all of you, and tells them she looks forward to the next time that you meet. And then she slips into the lengthening shadows of Old Korvosa, taking Salvatore with her.
Is Old Korvosa a bit of a shithole?
It is at the moment.
We're going to save it, are we?
That is the idea. Ultimately, I think saving the whole of Korvosa would be a good idea, but yes, Old Korvosa will be a start.
Given that the actual adventure you're playing is called Escape from Old Korvosa, I'm not sure if you're supposed to save it.
We escape and then we can rescue it later.
Exactly. I think that's the logic.
Got rid of the dodgy emperor.
Well, I think we escape, and then the president gives us a briefcase in exchange for his daughter. No, that's a different film, isn't it?
Indeed. There are parts of that. Okay, so does
also it's huge. No, that's a completely different movie.
Yeah.
Anyone who's a native of Korvosa can make a common knowledge check. They probably know where Arcona Palace is. Otherwise, you'll might have to go and find out.
I think I've got an idea.
I'm not a native, am I? I'm a goblin.
Gnome, actually.
Goblin.
But you're a gnome, not a gnoblin. Okie dokie. Arcona Palace is perched on the highest point atop Endrin Isle in Old Korvosa. It is home to the Arcona family alone, and the servants and guards dwell nearby in the outbuildings. Also known, the grounds are mostly open, decorated here and there with tiny, they have exotic gardens and stuff. The palace is a breathtaking structure built in the Valdrani style with golden pillars, high windows that rise to tapered points, minarets and domes decorated with slender spires.
Sounds lovely. Well, I think we should go and pay them a visit.
Okay. Obviously, yeah. There comes. The visitors are in. Okay. As you approach the palace, you're intercepted by a patrol of 6 guards. Each of the guards is wearing, basically wearing a uniform that obviously identifies them as guards of the Arcona Palace. They do politely but firmly demand to know your reasons for approaching Palace.
We are searching for a friend and mentor, Carlo Orsini. Believe he was a good neighbor to your masters, and we would ask if they have any knowledge of his whereabouts.
The guards nod and escort you through the immaculately landscaped palace grounds to the reception area. Okay. So, reception area, that would be the ground floor. Big party, you lot. You're brought inside. You're escorted through the gardens to the palace. Then, what I'm looking for. Then, I brought
Did we
into
take
the
any time in here
palace.
to rest so I could recover that fatigue I've got tagged on me?
You can lose the fatigue. Right. And then basically you're brought into visitors' lounge. Very interesting. How do you pick people? Put that one out.
You just click on one individual, I think.
I was trying that, and it's just basically. I was still doing it on multiple people. Anyway, I'll move. There you go. So you're all in the visitors' lounge, and obviously they close the doors behind you. Okay, so you're inside the palace in the visitors' lounge, which opened the window by mistake there. This comfortable room is warmed by a large fireplace. Its marble sides and mantel are carved into a parade of capering monkeys and tigers. A large sofa is against the north wall, while a few cosy-looking chairs sit to the south. Obviously, also, I didn't give you the description to the entrance as you came in because I was too busy trying to move you. So, a black marble arch depicting dozens of elephants standing atop the other frames the great ebony door in the south wall of this wide and airy entrance hall. Above the door, an elephant looks out over the hall, its single eye a glittering bloodstone the size of an apple. Tall windows grant a commanding view of the palace grounds on a rich red carpet, 10 feet wide and luxuriantly thick, provides a pathway between the doors to the west, north, and around the corner to the east. Which basically means this map needs. Each of the doors, as well as the three smaller ones to the west and northern pair, are decorated with images of 6 armed, 4-faced women who rides a tiger with large human hands for feet. I'm going to have to look at the GM's map. It's going to be a case of... Yes. Okay. I think, fortunately, because it's clever enough, although the water's still going to be... If I do...
Now the other half live.
I think that works. The only thing...
The earth moved for the rest of you?
The only fun in games is, of course, I think the water's fix that. Right, now the map makes sense with regards to the description. I will have to update the module. Fine.
Did someone say quack?
Okay. Make sure that I did get it the right way around. I did. Okay, so I need to sort that out. Later. So, securing audience. Okay, you're led to that door there. Red upon the guards return to their patrol, and you're greeted by a tall, pleasant man who wears an eye patch. He introduces himself as Karnoshan, the palace major domo, and asks why you are here.
If no one else speaks up, Gastus will step forward and offer his hand and say, pleasure to meet you, Master Karnashan. We are here looking for a friend and mentor, Vencarlo Orsini. I believe he is a neighbor of the Arconas, and we were hoping that they might have some news of his whereabouts, or at least have seen him since the sad affair that has befallen Old Korvosa being split from the rest of the city.
Right. He basically says, please wait here, and walks back out the door. A couple of minutes go by. What do you want to do?
I'm going to look out the window at the well-kept grounds.
Borka's going to check the door, see if it's locked.
I'm not able to see doors anymore.
That's because they're in a different place, because the line of sight's moved?
No, that's what I'm trying to work out. The walls show it's rotated, so I think you're right. I think it has actually it did let me reset the walls. You know what I mean? It's let me, when I rotated everything, it all worked. Visibility. Reset fog of war, disable fog of war, remove from party vision. So a reset fog. Right. It's weird, isn't it? Maybe I have to close it and reopen it because I rotated it. I don't know. Yeah, I just had to close it and reopen it because although the yeah, although the the line of sight did rotate when I rotated the map, it did obviously it hadn't updated. Yeah, you click on the door, it opens without any problem whatsoever.
Okay, Walker just wanted to make sure we weren't locked in. That's all.
However, what I tell you what has gone wrong is all the pins need adjusting. Because of course,
there's a lovely puddle in the hallway outside.
That's what I knew. I knew that'd be the case. So we'll get rid of the water for now because and the pins are all wrong, but I can live with that. That's because I rotated the map. Because my life, I don't know about you. It's easier to. I personally think it's easier to have the map rotated the right way around than it is to actually say that. You know what I'm trying to say.
All the mental gymnastics, yeah.
Yeah. So that's fine. So what I will do is I'll unlock that. I'm going to delete.
I recently had that in an adventure, and I had to. The map was so thin and long that it wasn't going to fit in people's monitors unless I turned it 90 degrees and it put all the descriptions off. And I thought, did I rewrite the whole book, or did I turn the map round?
Yeah.
And in the end, I think I rewrote the book.
Right, so that's the 11. So just bear with me. I'm just attempting to move all the pins now. The entrance is now at. This entrance is now up here, which is fine. D9 is here now. Fine. That's D8, so let's put that to there. 7 is now here. That's okay. D5. It's up here now. D6. 6. Better. Okay, now what I find is that's down here. That's fine. Can't find is the pin. It's over here. There we go. Oh, hunky dory. Right, sorry about that. That makes my life a darn sight easier. Okay, after waiting for about 5 minutes, the doors open, and a very well dressed individual walks in. Okay, let's have a see now. They were in 5 minutes by the appearance of Lord Bahor. Glorio. Sorry. Glorio Arcana, actually. I don't know what's going on there. He greets his guests warmly, gently reprimanding Karnashan for not supplying his guests with wine and cheese to enjoy while they waited. Karnashan scurries off to rectify this faux pas. Glorio joins you on one of the couch, basically walks into the room and sits on one of the couches. I suppose I need to add him to the map now, don't I? It's not do that for me, is it? Too easy.
Glorio Arcono.
He's actually missing. It's really strange. He sees than that. You know, sometimes I do wonder. It's Muppet. These adventures. Right. Modules. Take from Old Korvosa. Read now. Sorry, guys. Bit embarrassing when you can't find the NPC.
Good, I can go to the loo.
I don't actually have any. I don't seem to have the NPC stats for either of them. I'm a bit concerned. I found Chan, but I can't find him now. It's Chan.
Clearly, we're not supposed to fight Gloria Arcana, then. He's supposed to be a friend.
Yeah, but that's a bit worrying. Yeah, I have completely failed to. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, God, I know what it is. I know what it is. He's in a different book, isn't he?
Oh, is he in the Guide to Korvosa?
Yes. Oh, that's interesting. That explains everything. Very interesting. Okay, so what have I done? Happens when you okay. So the Crimson Throne. Old Korvosa. Nope, that's the D20 version. Interesting. Oh, really? Okay. Sorry, I've managed to delete all my modules, basically.
So it's all going well, then?
Not in a permanent manner. No, because obviously it's the old fun and games of the Vault versions not necessarily being up to date. With my versions, therefore, I've got a lovely script, so I move the Vault versions out so I can run my versions, because the Vault versions seem to override their module files these days. I don't know why, which is why you couldn't test it. So
I couldn't test it, yeah.
Yeah, now I've got a script that basically I copy the Vault files out so I can use my versions, and then I have another script that I run to move them back in. However, what it would appear is that at some point in the past, I didn't include the bit to copy in my... Oh, what the...
Sorry, the Vault version's override, did it?
Yeah, the Vault version's overwriting, and I can't get around it. I sent a copy. I sent the updated version of the bestiary to a couple of people to let them test it, and they couldn't override the Vault version. The Vault version just stopped. And
well, that's okay because it's under product ID, so they can go into the Vault, they can delete their Vault version and then test it, and then they run update, and it automatically replaces anything they've deleted. Simple.
And so then I need to just do... I'm just sorting myself out here. There will be a reboot, I'm afraid. I don't think we'll worry about it. I'll worry about it. We might not need it today. So I don't think we need to fight him. I just wanted to put the icon on the map. I can't. Okay.
Suffice to say, we suffer so when the final product comes out, it's wonderful. There's no bug.
Except the final product's out, and that's what the problem. What I've done is I've broken my fancy grounds. It's the products. Mind you, the new bestiary should be look very nice actually now. New bestiary should have come out. The bestiary 2.0 should have come out today. Not bestiary 2, just bestiary 2.0.
Bestiary 2 is not being kickstarted until the 4th of June, yeah?
Yeah, that's because they re-released, someone else, not Pinnacles, obviously got the rights to re-release Savage World of Solomon Kane. So there's a Suede version of Solomon Kane coming out instead today. That was launched soon. So they put back Pathfinder.
Yeah. So better Peg doing that.
No, but they're licensing the Suede rules to the people that have got the Solomon Kane IP.
Right. Okay.
Well, actually, you don't license it, do you? If you write, that's the thing about Pinnacle. It's free.
They're doing it as an ace, aren't they?
Yeah. Basically, if you want to write a Savage Worlds product, obviously you have to go through the rigmarole of. You have to. Obviously, you can do it. Well, there's two ways of doing it. There's the fan version when you don't have to do anything, I think, and you can just release it as with the Savage Worlds fan product on it.
If you release it for a non-commercial way, you give it away. You can just get us permit. Say that we're releasing this and that's done. If you're getting paid for it,
then you go into an agreement with. But there's no royalty. Yeah, an ACE license. But as far as I understand, it doesn't cost anything an ACE license. It's just you've got some guidelines.
It used to be free, but I don't know. I don't know if they're still able to do it. But it used to. It used to be free, but if you gave them $100, you could hire them to proofread your work.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that bit. Right.
Yeah.
I'm sure we're known in advance by now.
You're not actually. I know when you're owned. Oh, hang on. Actually, you might be actually thinking about it. So got me distracted. You got me so distracted.
Every time the GM has to change a map, we get an advance.
You do actually get an advance for D with the self-styled Emperor of Old Korvosa.
Awesome.
Okay. So Glorio is in there with you. I can't add him because I didn't know the module that he's in, which is all very well. Kano-chan is his assistant. Good. So, I do believe. Yeah. Glorio. Here we go. Dude, isn't it? Okay, so here we go.
Good day. Glorio Arcona, pleased to make your acquaintance. Oh, goodness, Carnokin, you didn't provide our guests with wine and cheese to enjoy while they waited?
Terribly sorry, my lord. I will rectify this mistake immediately.
That you do. Are you trying to publicly humiliate me, man?
Never, my lord. I defer to your own skill in such matters. Now, if you will excuse me, I need to locate some cheese to accompany your wine.
Oh, that man, he's far too right. This place would be a shambles without him, as would I. I must beg your forgiveness, though. He normally never misses such simple courtesies. All this recent turmoil weighs heavily upon us all, it seems. Now then, how can I be of service?
We're seeking a friend and mentor of ours and neighbour of yours, Giancarlo Orsini, the fencing master. We were wondering if you might have seen him since the sad lockdown of Old Korvosa.
So I'm just... Okay, right. Well, you've... So... Just need to check this because this gets interesting because you can meet him and it changes a couple of times. So I don't have to worry about the offer because you've killed the Emperor of Old Korvosa. That's all good. Okie dokie. Well, I could tell you the answers to that, but I don't have access to his character sheet. Hang on. To break the book out. Get the same answer as you would if you tried that on the Emperor. Probably for reasons.
Please wait, GM loading.
Yeah. Mouse. Glorio Rona. works anyway, because Ellie was, and she was perfectly fine just because she was. Just because she raised ships. There you go. But no, he. You do not get a. You do not get a response. I'm not sure if it would be a positive response or negative response. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I know what you mean. Yeah.
It doesn't. The sirens do not go off after you activate that power. So he is meant to say a few things, although he doesn't need to ask you the favour because you've already done it. So let's just go with this one.
Even in this palace, we are not immune to the plight of the city. I've done what I can with my limited resources to keep Old Korvosa from falling into complete anarchy, but I admit more could be done. But sometimes what is best for all is not what is best for some. Hard choices need to be made. The burden of leadership. Our queen is trying her best. The quarantine really was her only choice. Hopefully now, with the source stifled, she will be able to lift it soon. Letting it persist needlessly long will only cripple the city further. A ruler without such wisdom has no place on a throne, don't you think?
Thinking such things out loud could be seen as inappropriate. Certainly, Korvosa is suffering at the moment.
Goodness, I never said anything like that. To even
Oh, no, I pressed the wrong button there. Ignore that.
Be, well,
Sorry, I apologise. So, okay, so Bahor's offer, once you move the Emperor of Old Korvosa from the picture, it doesn't take long. Okay, so you come back, obviously, in compensation. You've already done it, so that's okay. So, you have. Here we go. This is what it'll say then.
It seems congratulations are in order. For your unexpected service to this family, I would like to give you an additional reward. This ring can allow you to evade harm from spells and the like, provided you are fast enough to activate its magic. Regarding Van Carlo and the Olandis, well, that's a trifle complicated.
Obviously, he knows you've just defeated the Emperor of Old Korvosa. Sorry, it's a bit pity. I had it all planned. It all went out the window when I lost the stats, and therefore I'm having to get his sound effects without loading the NPC, which is very awkward. So, so I put it in the party sheet. He hands over a ring as a personal thank you because the Emperor of Old Korvosa was causing me many issues, which I couldn't get to without all the wrong speech things. So basically, he offers you a ring with a deep green bloodstone that sits on, basically that he picks up from a nearby shelf and hands it over. It is a powerful magic item.
Powerful what now?
Magic item.
Ah.
It's in the party sheet. Arcana's Ring of Evasion. Yeah, it allows the wearer a free reroll on evasion rolls. Anyone wants it?
It's not my thing.
A noble gift. But we did not do what needed to be done with the self-styled Emperor of Old Korvosa in order to curry favour.
I'll take it then. I'll take it.
Oh, she just have it.
But please, if you know anything of Master Orsini and the other gentleman you mentioned, who I won't point out we didn't. Interesting that he should bring him up, though, isn't it?
Again, that's probably the fact that that's the automation for you, isn't it? Which is why I'm not going to bother with it anymore, because obviously it's useless. Well, no, yeah, obviously, yeah. Well, yeah, interesting. He did mention it. I'm gonna stick with the fact he did mention it. Be interesting. I don't know.
If you're trying to automate it too much, you may as well have a player online RPG computer game. You need somebody with a brain who can intelligently adapt, and a computer with automated responses is never going to be that.
Agreed. I'll just do it myself. Okay. Besides which, it makes life easier. It just saves me having to talk. Okay, so anyway, and rather than having it play, I'll give up. I just thought it was cool, but I'll give up then. She then asks for the colleague gets roof, so says handing over to your guests might be a trifle complicated. He then explains that both men have been sent below into the vivified labyrinth.
Vivified?
Labyrinth.
A common knowledge check. I didn't see what we get. I've guessed earlier, so. A common knowledge check recalls rumours of this notorious dungeon, a place said to be used by the Arconas to torment and test prisoners and angels alike.
And why might you have sent them below to this place?
You know what? That's the really interesting thing. Okay. It does, but it's an interesting one. So, hey, well, let's see what he says.
The vivified labyrinth is ancient, built long ago by the family when it was far more brutal. To reach it, you must go into the palace garden. Approach the elephant statue and say the words, "Kamidu is blind," and then press the central tile of the platform it stands upon. After taking the stairs that appear, you will be in a sea cave. Descend using the rope bridges to the second landing. You will find a concealed doorway on it. This will lead you to the labyrinth. Be warned, the ancient magics in that place are powerful and unknown to me. But I can tell you this, the labyrinth itself can be rotated by pulling key levers, with each rotation revealing new rooms and connections. Somewhere within you will find your friends.
Still doesn't explain why you sent them down there.
I think the answer to that is he didn't. His sister, Vimanda, took them into the labyrinth.
And your sister is where? Perhaps she would know how to get them out.
She took them down into the labyrinth with her, is what it basically says there.
And so we must venture into the labyrinth to retrieve them, if we wish to.
Indeed, indeed, I am not a man of. I am not a man that is blessed with combat capabilities. As to what game my sister likes to play, mini games. I think she intended for me to try and fetch them myself. Sometimes I wonder if she has plans that would cause me harm. But alas, as I say, if you wish to recover the gentleman in question, I'm afraid you don't have any offer but to head down into labyrinth. Should my sister prove problematic, I wouldn't shed a tear if something should happen to her.
Well, I am, in that case, very glad I'm not your sister, Lord Arcona.
You haven't met her. You haven't met her yet. As I say, well, no, as I say, we have had an interesting childhood, and she unfortunately has slightly unusual preferences. Obviously, I'd rather you didn't harm my sister. She is my sister after all. But if she gives you no choice, then I will, of course, not. I think you misunderstood me. I will, of course, not take revenge upon you for having to defend yourself if she gets herself carried away.
Do we know why she took them down there?
Well, because it would inconvenience me is all I can guess.
Ah, families. Ever did my father and brother assume I intended nothing but inconvenience to them?
Indeed, you can't pick your families, can you? It's really, really unfortunate in that regard. But I wish you good luck. Ah, I see Colin has found some cheese. Please, partake of cheese and wine before you head into the labyrinth. I'm afraid I have business I must attend to, but it was delightful to meet you. Good day. And with that, he walks out.
He was strange.
So how far do you think you could throw him, Master Vorka?
Do 6 and carry the 2 in real far.
I wouldn't trust him even a smidgen of that. But it does appear that if we are to find Master Vencarlo, then we must venture into his dungeon. Do you know anything of it? I shall say to the servant that's there, and I'm talking about this blatantly in front of him, because I'm guessing this guy's got scrying stuff all around his place to listen in to us anyway, so we might as well talk openly.
Indeed not. As I say, I am just the palace majordomo, and I make sure that my master's guests are ended to as required.
And your mistress's guests as well?
My mistress tends to have more unusual experiences, and she doesn't really have many guests that come other than the ones she brings in.
Oh, isn't everybody
Brings in from
wonderfully
where?
forthcoming here?
Where did she bring them in from?
I get the impression her well, they keep alluding to her tastes, so either she eats them or she does something else with them, and either way, we're probably not going to find out unless we venture into this vivarium or whatever it is. So, shall we? I will drink the wine. So, can you show us to the entrance to this place then, dear fellow?
He goes, if you proceed through these doors, turn west and head through the double doors, and then the second set of double doors opposite will take you into the garden. I must tidy up after you.
Well, there's a surprise. Did you get the impression we're being played? I shall say to everybody else.
Without a doubt.
So do we trust him?
I think not.
Not even slightly.
But if
He lives in a house, we can't trust him.
Well, the minute he started speaking in defense of Queen Iliosa, when we already know that she murdered her husband.
Really speaking in defense of her.
Did you not read between the lines there, Mistress Sassafras? He was very definitely not in defense of Queen Iliosa. He was more... To be honest, I think he was saying that he'd do a better job in charge and maybe we could help him get there one way or another. But not in so many words. Either way, I have a feeling we're going to have to fight our way down to this place. I hope
Is
that
there a
Vencarlo...
trapdoor?
Oh, I'm almost certain there will be somewhere.
I wonder if we should mould him or not.
Mould him?
Yeah, you mould him, but you make him wax doll of him.
And this will accomplish what?
Oh, what happens? Pull the head off the wax doll.
And the head pops off the person. I know this trick, yeah.
A voodoo doll.
Let's save that for emergencies, shall we? Are you any good at sculpting?
You might have. I just think I could put. You could make a little doll of him, and he could be a puppet on the strings.
I wonder. Well, I'm sure you can try.
You'd leave it any time. Carden-chan has tidied up all the food and drink and has departed the room, leaving you.
Yeah, just before he leaves, I will puppet him. Or rather, sorry, I'll make a doll of him. I can always reshape it if I want to.
And he gone and got himself a new power.
Yes, because if I make a doll of him and cast puppet, and does the range and line of sight makes it irrelevant. He could be anywhere in Korvosa and I cast puppet on him.
What's that ability called then?
Advances. It's wax and image.
Yeah, you can actually. That's why I got confused. As a limited action, you create a crude, unnerving wax duplicate of the creature that you can see. Okay, it's an unlimited free. It's a free action. Limited free action. I mean, you can only have one at a time. Okay, yeah, you create a waxen image of him. Okay. Of who? Chan or Gloria?
The butler.
Chan, the one-eyed butler. Okay. But I say you're free to wander now, so wander away.
Because we can always remold the doll if you don't need it, but if we
exactly,
do,
yeah. No, understood.
Got some insurance against them.
Okay, I'm going to. I don't think everyone would move, but I'm going to have to look at the tokens if only one person's going to go, because I want to give you the descriptions as you go. A 14-foot marble statue of a 6-armed woman with 4 faces on her head, one looking to each of the 4 cardinal directions, stands under a dome of coloured glass. The statue wields numerous weapons in its 6 hands, and a small needle at the base gives a place to pay respects to whatever deity the statue represents. Each of the statue's 8 eyes is a sparkling bright green orb.
Do I know which deity it does represent?
Indeed, it's the Voldrani goddess Charmidu, a deity with an affinity for the beasts of the world.
Seems like she may be of interest to you, Master Nominage.
By the way, I was really nice to the GM there.
What, you didn't detect undead?
Well, it's not that. I could have went for crystal ball and we could have watched the guy. We could see, what are we the NPC? She could, what were they saying in the next room?
There's no limit on the. You don't have to stop at 5 inches. You want to keep going.
Well, I don't know where the 5 inches go. So are we heading to this?
You should know that at your age, surely.
Statues.
I don't know who moved me, but thanks.
Your husband knows his job.
Oh, I see.
Anyway, watch the statue. Alright, 6-armed woman.
It's a Vudrani goddess of beasts.
Did anybody else hear the word statue in roleplay and think of Rannoch?
It's all right. It's not one of those statues.
Could it be worse? I might have been wet.
She'll give the guard description when everyone reaches the guard.
Bloody Thessalonian, bloody statues.
Yay!
But don't you think that statue's not very pretty? Is that not kind of like? I mean, don't you have to be a bit daft to have that in your house?
Well, not if you're a Vidrani.
So where are we going to the garden?
Walker's buggered off.
Well, yes, I said we have to go to the garden, and there's a way down, isn't there? And it's not like they're making this easy for us.
If you're not
She
moving,
said that there's a button in the a statue. I think he said it was a button on something.
yeah, I'm not sure what he said there. I would have. Yeah, as I say, once everyone gets to the garden, I'll give a description. If people start going other places, then it gets into. I'll have to give descriptions for the other places. The garden's very nice. I just need to be you back, so I've got the. I'd say I've got the shortcut there.
Fork is just feeling a little curious.
I hear the strains of a distant sitar.
Meant to evoke the feelings of the palace.
Could Thingy keep an eye on Vorka?
Have we lost Vorka again?
Hey, hold up. So I need to sick you because you've gone and got somewhere you weren't supposed to go.
Who? Vorka or us?
Okay. A long couch and two soft chairs sit around an elegant rug on the floor, the walls of which are carved in depictions of air spirits cavorting in the clouds. Everyone else can ignore this apart from Aki and Vorka. The scent of exotic smoke lingers in the air, and 4 bejeweled hookahs sit in the room, 2 at either end of the couch, and 1 next to each chair.
Don't tell me it's a giant caterpillar.
A flight of stairs leads up to the floor above, and a glass case built into the underside of the stairs displays a wide collection of cigars, pottery jars, bundles of dried leaves in a range of colours. So, as I say, there's 4 hookahs sitting around the place. So there we go. Now you can walk.
Who are you?
Do you want to smoke? Do you want to smoke, Fork?
No, Fork is just kind of the curious type.
Smoking a pancake?
He thought that...
They're smoking a pancake. You want a cigar and a flapjack?
Bong and a biff.
Okay, well, while they're down there, I'll give the rest of you the description of the garden then. This change... Actually, I think if we're in the garden, I think it changes. Huge changes for the garden, so here we go. This chamber hardly seems to be part of the palace, but looks more like a clearing at the heart of a vast jungle. We've seen it. So, that one down. Exotic bird calls fill the air. The scent of dozens of unfamiliar flowers and plants assault the nose, and everywhere a riot of colour demands the eye, whether it's the wing of a tropical bird, the petals of a brightly hued flower, or the glittering multicoloured tiles that make up a round fountain to the north that would have moving water in it but doesn't anymore. The fountain's central plume is a stone pillar around which entwine 2 cobra statues that clutch green gems in their fanged maws. To the south of the fountain stands an immense life-size jade statue of an elephant. The south? Hang on, to the south?
That's what it is.
They've made it rotate and now it's to the east. What's going on? No, that's not to the south. We rotated the map so it wasn't.
No. That should be to the south because they said that going in the front door.
Yeah.
The corridor went around to the east. So coming in the front door.
So they have
that corridor there would be to the east of the front door, wouldn't it?
Did I not need to rotate it? Have I been the idiot after all? Did I mess up after all?
I think you did.
I think I did, didn't I? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, okay. I'm not rotating it back now. I will before next week, don't you worry. All I have to do is reset the... Actually, if I reset the module, that'll fix it, won't it? Yeah.
But he said something about a pressure plate or a button on near the elephant. Ah! It's all gone dark! Who turned out the lights?
Did you push the light switch by mistake?
It's the Fashioner order.
There you go. That revert changes is very useful. Put everything back to how it should have been.
Not from where I'm sat.
Zoom in and out, you'll probably find where you are.
Ooh, yeah.
I am doing. I've got nothing but blackness.
Oh.
Oh,
I can see.
you're here.
We'll
Found
get
it.
to you eventually. It's just being slow.
Got it. Thanks.
Oh, look, wonderful.
So yeah, let's look around for this button. He said.
Oh,
that
I
we
might
need
have
to
a.
press.
I might have a. Yeah. Okay.
Don't we need to say something specific?
He says
Southeast
something we have
doors.
to say as well. Yeah.
From inside the room, the doors look like more like gates set into wrought iron fence that encircles the garden. Other gates set in this fence darkness lead to other parts of the palace. After a bit more observation, the somewhat static nature of the jungle and landscape becomes apparent. The walls of the garden are in fact an incredibly realistic and clever painting of the Dari junglescape. So there we go. So the paintings along the walls bear minor illusions to enhance their realism. Wow. Temperature and humidity in this chamber is creating it. Yeah, basically, there's an ecosystem effectively duplicating that of the Voldani jungle, so it's hot and humid in here.
Does this mean that Leia's fur has just gone?
Oh yeah, she's just probably just fluffed up in a balcony.
Environment doesn't suit me.
A balcony encompasses the southern portion of the room, 25 feet above where you stand. Although from the ground level, it takes a moment of looking to tell the edge of the balcony apart from the upper walls and domes. So clever are the paintings. Okay, so the 10-foot diameter stone platform, which it's notice check. Okay, so examining the statue, you can, or examining the elephant, you can make a notice check.
Oh, look.
Yes.
Mork is busy thinking about climbing up into that howdah.
How do we do that?
Like this.
A circular secret trapdoor is. You spot a circular secret trapdoor in the 10-foot diameter stone platform upon which the elephant is standing.
Now, before we do anything else, we should discuss the elephant in the room. What was it he said we needed to say before we press the button?
I was just wondering that myself.
Someone slumbering?
Shamidu is blind, which obviously is the name. Yeah, Shamidu is blind is what he said. He told you to say, which of course that's, if you remember, that's also the statue.
Oh, let's find the button and press it and say Shamidu is blind.
Isn't Shimidu a song sung in the pub style? Shimidu, I love you.
This door, okay, the door can be opened even when the statue is standing on the platform by pressing a hidden 6-inch diameter pressure plate at the platform center. Doing so causes the entire disc to rotate slowly 180 degrees. As it does so, a curved opening appears, granting access to a flight of spiral stairs that descend into the ground.
Down the hatch.
Okay.
No,
so that's
stay away from that trapdoor.
Gastus pulls out his hip flask and takes a drink and then offers it around. Libation in the name of Caden before we descend?
Oh, I'll always have some of your libations.
Oh.
Shall I lead the way as I can see in anything?
Feel free.
You're heading down 25. Okay, here we go. So what happens? D19. So we're jumping from D4 to D19. So that's 15 rooms skipped.
I see dead people on the way down.
No idea. I have to go through the whole rest of the adventure to work that out. No, I've lost where I am. Sorry. I do like it when you get to go. I do like it where you just sort of go casually through. I do like it when adventures just have you go casually through from point to point. You know what I mean? To where it goes. All right, I'm going to jump you all the way. So I now need to take you. You're not going to the apple. I need to take you to the caverns. It's fine, and I don't need that map anymore.
You know what? I've just realised if this passageway is sealed, or it seals behind us, we have to go up 15 floors to minute.
Up 15 floors?
Well, however many floors it is to get back to the house.
Yes, so we are going to have to come back up again, I have a feeling.
I just wonder if we go through all the places that we shortcuts.
No, not 15 floors. I just had to jump from D4 to D19, so you missed 15 rooms. I said not floor. The air, right, let's share that. Air in this vast grotto is cool and which would now.
What kind of family lives in a house like this?
We should remember what you'd picked. So, an armed frame flight of spiral stairs winds through a hole in the ceiling to the northwest section of the room on top of the semicircular ledge. The ledge winds down along the cavern's inner wall to a series of rope bridges that descend even lower from ledge to ledge. The upper ledge is breathtaking and strangely beautiful tableau of all manner of odd-coloured fungi, lichens, and moulds. Fungi have been cultivated, shaped into symmetrical patterns normally not seen in nature, transforming the ledge into a sort of underground fungal garden. Here and there, flickering torches burn in sconces. Well, they didn't show me where to put them. Above the fungi, where somewhere in the darkness below comes a soft splash of water against an unseen shore. Interesting. There, if they can. Okay, so I think that describes this entire area. Oh, I'm an idiot. Stairs, don't you? There we go. That makes more sense. That couldn't work out why. That's because I put the pin at the wrong end of the map, didn't I? I like to put the pin to remind me where you guys should be sort of coming in from. So. Oh, yeah, skip further ahead than I meant to read, so I'm going to leave it there today. I think it's a good place to leave it, and I've got to get, at some point I'm going to get a phone call saying I have to go and pick up the missus. She's watching Bryan Adams today. So.
Oh, lucky her.
It's the Reckless album at the Royal Albert. It's the Reckless album. He's doing a different album each day at the Albert Hall. So, not time.
It's brilliant live. I've seen him a couple of times.
Yeah. This is the second time she's seen him live. Well, I think that's a good place to leave it as you head into the Palace Caverns, because you skip through all the bits I've read. So I don't think it's a prudent time to leave it there. So we shall leave it there until next time. I'll have actually worked out what's going on and hopefully got back all the stats for the monsters I possibly need.
Probably we're getting beaten up by that bloke's sister.
Probably. I think you find she's in the other thing as well. So that's all good. And I've had an used. But anyway, take care one and all. See you all next time. And if any of you guys are around on Saturday, I'm doing a one-shot.
Yeah, I'm already signed up for that.
I know you have. And yeah, after typing in 12 of the characters, I thought I'm not doing the other 20 or whatever. It's only a 6-play.
Yeah, I know.
12's enough to pick from, surely.
But they're not the ones that got the points.
I really like that shaman, though. Okay, I'm out of here, guys. Good night.
It's only because it's only because it's not so much the keying them in. It's sorting out the. It's like there's 3 graphics you need for every player character now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to do the token, you got to do the 3D token, you got to do the portrait. So that's I don't know. There's got to be a limit. So all right, take care. See you all, and see you on Saturday for if anyone wants to play. And obviously, I'm doing it if you want to watch it. See you next Tuesday. Take care.
Right out.